Hello and welcome to another Blitzit Web training video. In this video we're looking at how to manufacture production orders and create new batches and convert batches into other batches. If you'd like to follow along, you can go to the website www.blitzitweb.com.au, and we're looking at this from this screen size of a tablet because that's probably the device that this will most likely be used on, this tool. So we go to the training and we can go to production. Now this is just demo data that's shown here. Let's be located at the warehouse. So in the production tool, we see that we're looking at the production orders for the warehouse. There are 4 production orders here. We can see the date of manufacture, we can see the expiry date, the name of the product, and the quantity that is to be made. These are quite large quantities and it can be hard to read. So if we go to the settings menu and we can say quantity breakdowns and break those quantities down into smaller unit sizes, so it's a little bit more readable. So now we see there are 2 pallets, 21 crates and 8 units of this particular production order and 5 units of the sweet chili ice cream. If we want to look at tomorrow's production orders, we can do that by selecting tomorrow and applying, or we could look at all the future production orders, but at the moment we're only looking at today's. We can also tell it to show us the totals, so it adds up all of these quantities and shows us the total goal, and it also shows us the current progress in manufacture that we're currently making. At the moment we haven't started, so it's not showing any progress. We can also filter what lines it adds up by just pushing these sum icons here. Right, so if we get started, say we started manufacturing and we want to actually save as we go along, if we push the auto save button here, that means that when we take an action, like we select the button and it shows us progress here, and we can see that in total there are 2 shipped pallets to 21 crates and 8 units to be made. That's the blue. When we select the one, it actually saves it automatically, and it knows that, okay, we're 40% of the way through, we've made 1 pallet. If we select it again, it saves again, and now we're at 80%. And every time it saves, it actually adds what we've made, our progress so far, it adds it to what's in stock in the warehouse. So if we close the progress blade, we can actually select the quantity here and do it through this little text box here. We can increase the number of crates that we've made, decrease the number of pallets that we've made, and once we push the save button, it saves it to the server. All right, so let's say we've actually made 21 crates, 2 pallets and 21 crates, and we save that. We can see that the 2 pallets lights up as green, indicating that all the pallets have been made. We see the 21 crates also because they've all been made, but the 8 units haven't been made yet, so they're not lighting up. So let's just finish off that production order and make 8 units. And now it's showing it's all green, which means that it has been fully manufactured in full. Now, sweet chili ice cream, there are 5 units to be made. Say if we actually made 10 units, which is 5 more than what we actually what was our goal, it actually has this little bracket here which says they're actually an extra 5 than what it was expecting. All right, so if we actually want to create a new batch and it's not a production order, it's not here, what we do is go to push the plus button. We have a couple options here. Let's go new batch. We know we're at the warehouse. We're actually making let's make a wheel of cheese. So we're making cheese wheels. If it was pending, it becomes a production order. That means that it's due to be made but hasn't been made yet. But we've actually made it and we're just entering it into the system. Now with the cheese wheel, it's on hold, which means that it can't be sold straight away. It can't be picked and packed or anything. So let's put that on hold. basically ready to be released at a later date. We were aiming to make 5, but we made only 4, so we were one short of what our goal was. We can give it a nice batch code there, and we see all the other information here. Once we push create, that's created a new batch. Now, say we wanted to actually convert a batch, so we had a wheel of cheese and we were cutting it all up into smaller packets, and which is a different SKU, a different line item. Well, we can actually do that by pushing the plus button and converting a batch. So here we're at the location of the warehouse. We're going to use this batch of cheese wheels. We're going to say that we used 2 wheels to make, well, let's just use the sweet chili ice cream. We used 2 wheels of cheese to somehow magically make 5 tubs of sweet chili ice cream, and we wanted 5. That was our goal. Batch code for the sweet chili ice cream and all that information there. And if we create that, that means that it took 2 wheels off the batch of cheese wheels and created a batch of 5 sweet chili ice cream tubs. So that's the basics of how to use the production tool in Blitzit Web.